Hello guys, welcome to the next video on JavaFX tutorial for beginners. In this video and the next video, I'm going to show you how you can use media player class in JavaFX. And we are going to create a media player which you can play, pause, and load the video from your JavaFX application. So let's get started. In the first video, I'm going to show you how you can create a media view component and load your video in it. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to add some extra functionality in your media player. So let's get started. First of all, create a new project. So I'm going to create a new JavaFX project. So go to others and in here choose JavaFX project, click next, name your project, for example media player demo. Okay, and then click finish, and inside your project just go to the source folder, and in here you have application folder. So first of all, what we are going to do is we are going to create a fxml file inside our application package. So right click on your application package, go to others, and take a new fxml document, name it as main.fxml. So just name it as main and everything will be okay. So click finish, and then right click on your main.fxml file. So this is our main.fxml file. Right click and go to source, and then go to generate controller. This is going to create a controller class for our fxml file, and by default its name is main controller, which is fine for us. So click OK, and now we have main.java, main controller.java, application.css, which was created by the project, but we will not use this, and we have main.fxml file here. Now go to your main.java file, and in here we are going to replace these two line with our line which loads our main.fxml file. Right now it's just creating a border pane and creating a scene out of it, right? So we will replace these two line by these two lines which loads our fxml file. As you know, till now we are using these two lines to load the fxml files, right? Now the skeleton of our project is ready, so let's create some media player components and styles. So right click on your main.fxml file and open with the scene builder, and it's going to open your main.fxml file with the scene builder, and just delete your anchor pane first, and we are going to use this time a border pane for our media player. So just drag and drop a border pane component in your main.fxml file here, and then we are going to search for a media view. So just search for media, and it's going to give you this result, which is media views, which you can drag and drop in the center of your border pane here. Okay, now select your media view and change the ID of it. So go to code and change the ID of it, for example MV for a media view, and then we will just add the controller to this fxml file. So go to controller category at the left bottom and just choose your application.main controller from here, and then save your main.fxml file. Go to your project, refresh your project, right click and refresh, and then go to your main controller.java class, and this we are going to implement first of all initializable here. So just write implements initializable, which will tell us to implement the unimplemented method. So click this bulb and then add unimplemented method, which is going to implement this default method here. Now we are going to create an instance or object of media view, which we have created here. So this ID is MV, which we are going to create in this main controller. So just write @fxml and then write private media view. So just add a media view object and name it as MV as you have given in the main.fxml file. Now we are going to add two more class objects here. One is the class object of media player. So just write media player and name it as MP, for example, and then add an object of media. So just write media and then search for media and then just name it as ME. Okay, and let's add this private attribute in front of this media player and the media class objects. And then we are going to go to our initialize method here, and first of all we need a media. So we want to open a video from our media player, right? So we need to have some video somewhere to add it. So there are two ways of adding a video. You can add this video directly from its location. For example, it's located somewhere in your computer and you want to directly give the path of the video location. You can just copy the path from your video location and then use it here. Or otherwise you can create a resource folder here, something like media package or folder, and inside this place this video and then call it from there. So we are going to use the second method, which is we are going to add media package here. So just right click on your source package and create a new package called media. So package, and we will name it as media and click finish. And inside this package we are going to drag and drop our video which we want to play. So my video name is vid.mp4, which I'm going to drag and drop inside this media package. Okay, and just say copy files and click OK, and you can see our vid.mp4 is here, right? Now we want to play this video. So what we need to use, we need to have the path of it. So just write string path, and then we will create an instance of a file. So just write file and it will take the path of the video. So if you can see here, this video.mp4 is inside my source folder. So my parent folder is source, and inside my source we have a media folder, and inside my media folder we have vid.mp4. So just write src slash media slash vid.mp4. okay, and then we want to have the absolute path of it. So just write the dot absolute path, but before that we will add our media class. So just import java.io, which will add this media file class, and then just call get absolute path on it, which will give you the absolute path. Now we are going to create an instance of media. So just take this object which is me, and we will create a new instance of it. So just create new media, and this media takes a few arguments. Basically it takes the source of your file. So just create a new file instance here, new file, and give the path which you have created here, and then just call to URI to string. Okay, so just call to string here. I think we have imported the wrong media class. Instead of this media class, we need to use JavaFX scene media and media class, right? Not this JavaFX print attribute standard media. So just delete this and add this JavaFX scene media dot media class. Okay, so the error is gone. Now we will create an instance of media player. So just write media player is equal to new media player, and this takes an instance of media. So just pass media here, me, and then we will just use our mv object which is media view object, and we will call a method called set media player. So just call a method called set media player, which takes an instance of media player. Just pass it here, and we are almost done. Okay, so now save everything, save your code, and we are going to run it. So right click your project and run it as Java application, and now you can see your video is loaded in your scene here, right? But you can see here I can resize my scene, but here you can see this video size is not changing, and also this video is not even started, right? It's just loaded, but it's not started. So first of all, we will try to start this video, and then we will write the code to preserve the ratio of this video when we resize our scene here. Okay, first of all we will write the code to play our video. So just take this media player object and then call a method called set autoplay. So just write set autoplay, and this takes a boolean argument, and we are going to give it true. So just write true here, which will play your video. Okay, so just save your code and run your code once again. Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can add JavaFX support in your Eclipse IDE. So your video is running now, right? I'm going to reduce the volume so you can hear my voice, not the video voice, but the video is loaded and now it's played, right? Now we want to change the ratio of this video size so that when we resize our scene, this video is also resized. So I'm going to close my app and go to the code here, and first of all I'm going to create some properties here. So first of all I'm going to create a double property here. So just go here and create a double property. So just write double property, and first of all just write width here and take your media view and then just call fit width property. Okay, and same we will do for the height. So just add a double property once again and name it as height, and instead of using this fit width property we will use fit height property. Now import these double property class. So just right click on this bulb or click on this bulb and import double property here. Okay, and now take your width object. So just write width and then call a method called bind here, and then we are going to give some binding here, right? So just write bindings dot select double. So just search for select double from here, and then it takes two arguments. One is the media view select property, and the other is the name of the property, right? So just use your media view here and just call scene property here. Okay, so just write scene property, and the second argument is the width. So just in the double quotes what you need to do is just write double quotes and then you just need to pass width here. Okay, same we will do for the height. So just copy this height object and then replace here with height, and this will help you to preserve the ratio of the video, right? So save everything and then once again run your app, and now you can see your video is resized according to your border pane, right? So we can just resize the scene and it will be resized according to our scene. So you can see here the video is resized. Okay, so this is the code for resizing. Now I will stop this video here, and in the next video we will see how we can add some more properties to our media player. So stay tuned and please rate, comment, subscribe, and bye for now.